Back in October, the president staked out some very clear ground in the presidential debate against Mitt Romney. Here's what he said.
First of all, the sequester is not something that I proposed. It's something that Congress has proposed. It will not happen. The budget that we're talking about is not reducing our military spending. It's maintaining it.
As the White House has acknowledged, that's not accurate. The president did propose this. He didn't want it to become law, and Republicans supported it, but it was the White House's idea. He said there unequivocally, it will not happen, and yet it's happened.
David,
is there some responsibility he bears for that?
David, Jonathan Chait, the New York Magazine, gave the following analogy. A mugger comes up to you and says, give me your wallet. You say, I don't have my wallet, but here's my watch. Well, technically, giving your watch was your idea, but it doesn't really tell the whole story. We know, everyone knows, that the president wanted an enforcement mechanism that included revenues on the most well-off. The Speaker insisted, the Republicans insisted, that this be an enforcement mechanism that be on all spending cuts. Because we were forced to do that, it is true we suggested going back to the Graham-Rudman-Hollings mechanism.
That's not what he said in that debate.
Well,
he said,
I think that
I didn't propose it.
But I think it's most accurate that they did propose an all-spending cut mechanism that would have this type of harmful impacts on defense and on education. And the idea, and this is the critical part, the idea was not that these would go into effect, but that people of good faith would come back and compromise. And we know that that is what's important. Republicans aren't getting a win by letting the sequester go into effect. They want more funding for border security. They say they want more funding for defense. The Speaker says he wants more on long-term entitlement reform. This gets nothing. What gets long-term entitlement...
Was the president right or wrong in that clip that I just showed you?
I think the president was overall right in that the idea of an across-the-board all spending cut was the idea of Republicans. But yes, we put forward the design of how to do that. But David...
Which was the sequester.
But David...